Hi, what's up guys? It's your boy Fly with another video. Welcome back to my channel. And yes, you heard it right. We have been lied to, and the whole stats for Sun JinWoo and the whole gear and builds are actually wrong, since the Netmarble, the producer of this game, just can't get enough of the bugs that they are having, and the game is full of bugs. And unfortunately for us, this means that the characters we're using and the builds and the gear that we're using is not the most appropriate for example, JinWoo right here. But before I talk about it in this video, I want to thank you guys so much for all your support, because you guys have been amazing, and I'm really happy about how you guys are reacting to my videos. Thank you so much for everything. And I want to ask you if you guys are not subscribed yet, because more than 90% of you are still not subscribed, guys. More than 90%. If you guys can, please subscribe. That will be major helpful for me and for the channel, and I'll be eternally thankful for you guys. Now let's go back to the topic of this video. We are here playing Solo Leveling Arise, and we are still on early access. Yes, it is still early access, but some things in this game are just not working properly. Now the game is full of bugs, and we have many issues with characters. Not only the skills are not working. For example, Ibora, she really scales on one thing that is not working on this game, and the thing that is not working in the game, one of them, and it is one of the most annoying things, is the critical hit damage, guys. So critical hit rate is working, so it does work, but you don't get any critical hit damage. Now this is one of the reasons why I'm making this video, is to show you that the best build for now, until at least until global, we hope that on global things will get fixed, but until then, yeah, until then we need to change some things. Now I have on my artifacts, I have equipped the toughness set. Yeah guys, this is not for now the best set for Sun JinWoo. Either you go with 2 pieces toughness, because you still want the critical hit rate, because that is working. The thing that is not working is the critical hit damage. So why would you want critical hit rate if the critical hit damage is not working? Well, because you can use a toughness set with this set right here, the expert set, or the beast set if you guys want to say so. Because every time you get a critical hit rate, or at least in half of the times until 50%, then you will increase your attack by 1.6% until 100 times. Now I think this is working. I hope so, it's working. And the critical hit rate is also working. We still don't know. I think it is, for what I have noticed in the game. My attack is coming out much higher at the end of each battle, so I think it works, it does the job. We just are not getting any critical hit damage, which is a shame, because I really had some artifacts before right here they had critical hit damage, and I had to change them all because I was getting some issues on the last chapter of this game, and I didn't know why, and I was like, how I'm not being able to surpass these battles, I'm not going to kill these bosses. And then I noticed some people talking about it. I came to the game, I made some tests, and yes, it doesn't work, literally. So you're not getting double damage, you're not getting anything, literally. So every time you get a crit, the only thing that you're gonna get if you have the expert set equipped is this extra right here. So it is still available set, you can still use it. The thing, we're not really using it at maximum potential. So the toughness set is usually should be the best set for Sun JinWoo, but now if you guys are still just playing the game and didn't really wasted some resources on more gear, then I would recommend the Black Lions set, this one right here, okay? Black Lion, yeah, the armored set, because it increases your attack by 5%, and then you will ignore the target's defense by 15%, so kind of a 20% extra damage for you guys. So this would be the best set for now, if you guys are not using the expert set, and if you guys still don't want to waste resources on sets that won't be working properly, then yeah, that should be the best set for JinWoo. Now it's not only JinWoo, there are some problems, but we came to know that all hunters don't crit. Like anyone can get crit damage, and this also implies for Saw. Okay, this is actually very bad. I literally just changed all my gear that I had on her, because I also had the toughness set on her before, and now I just took it out, because if she can't crit, then she's really lacking behind. Like, she's one of the best characters in the game, and she does a lot of damage, but she's not critting, guys, and she is a major character that should be critting. See, recommended stats for her: HP, critical hit rate, critical hit damage, her weapon. I'm happy that I didn't craft her weapon yet, because otherwise I would be lacking, because her weapon is kind of useless, is literally useless right now, because what her weapon gives is critical hit damage, and the weapon slaps, because the weapon, at least on paper, it's amazing. But if you guys can't crit, then it's useless. Like, let me see. So weapon increases the user critical hit damage by 5%. Yeah, it doesn't. When the user uses Water Dragon, increases the critical hit damage by 1%, stacking up to 20 times. Guys, you could get 25% extra crit damage with this, but we are not critting. So yeah, I'm sorry for the people that already craft her weapon, and of course they will get some more power and everything. It could be good, but yeah, it's a shame that the game is like this. I don't know if it is made to be like this, because some people are saying that there is a controversy about Choi that can't crit, and yeah, so on early access what Netmarble did was just, okay, Choi can crit, then nobody's going to be able to crit, so people will then have to pull for Choi, because Choi is actually a good character on paper, and yeah, it is a good character. He has a major buff, 40% attack buff, but if the other characters can't crit, then of course Choi will be the best one. And not only that, people are saying that the back character, the Silver Wolf, would be much more OP if he could crit, because his take is giving a lot of damage, is actually on par with Choi, maybe on second, but he doesn't crit, so he's not critting right now. So we are not seeing the full potential of this character right here, because we don't have numbers, we don't have any way to compare them in a fair way. So yeah, guys, it's a problem, so you should take in consideration this if you're playing on early access. Yeah, no character can crit, and we should unfortunately use some other gear that you shouldn't be using. Is not the best gear for those characters. Okay, so yeah, let me go back to JinWoo, and yeah, again, the stats, you should be using only strength and perception, as I said before. Now for the artifacts, either you use 2 pieces toughness set, because you don't need a critical hit damage, and then 2 pieces the Black Lion, where is that, the armored set, or you use the 4 pieces because you may have more advantage. Now if you guys already have some expert sets leveled up, then yeah, use the expert set because it's amazing. Of course you will need some crit damage, some crit rate, which is a shame that we cannot crit, but you still have the extra increase on attack by 0 or 1.6%. Other set will be suitable for JinWoo is of course the Skeleton Berserker set. This is an amazing set, and I use it on many characters because it is amazing. Once your HP changes to 70%, your damage dealt increases by 30%, which is very good. Of course, it's not comparable to the Beast set because you can get a much higher increase on damage, but this is viable. Okay, if you don't have much crit rate, then yeah, just use that set. Now let me show you for the weapons. Of course, now for the weapons we also have again the same problem. Plum Sword, amazing weapon. It gives crit rate, it gives crit damage by, look at this, the plum flower effect It gives crit damage by 12%, stacking up to 3 times, duration infinite. We are not seeing anything of this. You're not getting any crit damage because not critting. It's just a waste, like a waste of stats. At least the game should be fixed like for since the beginning. I think I don't know how they publish a game and they allow people to come and play early access and spend money on here, and then everything is wrong, and then we don't know what we are doing because yeah, just an experiment, but it's not that good. It's not that good in my eyes. Then we have again here critical hit rate increases, attack increases, and then once again landing a crit hit, yeah, and then increases skill damage. That's good, but again, you are not critting here. We're not giving the crits. Then for the scythe is amazing, and once your HP drops below 70%, it also increases our critical hit rate by 25%. Now this is also amazing on paper, but we're not critting, so we're not seeing the full potential of these weapons. And it's a shame guys, but still, if you guys can, one of the weapons that I should be recommending is the plum sword, because now those blades, the moon blades, the new blades, are kinda better than the moon sword, at least at A3, and one of the reasons it may be because crit damage is not working. So once they fix all of this, I think the plum sword will skyrocket to the first place once again, because it is that amazing. Now they nerfed also the west wind. Still, it is a nice weapon, it is a good weapon. If you guys don't have any nice SSR or don't have a wind weapon, you could put some resources on it, but yeah, if you guys already have an SSR and you can waste so much gold, because yeah, this is one of those games where I have more crystals than gold. So yeah, again, for the hunters, yeah, saw weapon is not the useful. I crafted ammo weapon, so very good, it's nice. Also, if you guys can, I'll also have a bunch of these, just use them, just improve these ones, and yeah, that's what you should be using. Now for saw, as I showed before, what I have done is I just changed her gear completely, and now I'm using the shield set, this guardian set. Why? Because when anyone on your team gets a shield, including the user, it increases their damage dealt by 10%, and this is amazing. Since she is not critting, at least she is being a support, or kind of a support for the team. Although I could also change this set right here to the aquamarine set, so every time she tags out, I would get some more damage right here. An attack, let me see, when tagging out, increases the user and their team attack by 12% for 10 seconds. When you use the 4-piece, then it increases the user attack to 28 per second and duration 15 seconds, which seems amazing. It is amazing, but yeah, we don't have gold to change sets all the time, so I need to save gold because I literally don't have any, and I cannot change every time, and you guys probably can't either. So guys, let me see what else. The skills that I showed before, there was something that I forgot to show you last time because I just got some more runes. And there is one skill right here. Where is it? This one is amazing. I didn't show before because at the beginning of the game I was leveling up multi-strike and death dance more because of Igris, and most of the characters that I have that didn't break that much. Of course I had Emma, but still to break some of the bosses it was very hard. Now that I'm getting to late game, I already break, even though I don't need to break that much. Now what I'm looking for sometimes is the damage that these skills actually dealt, you know. So the best skills that I found out, of course, in the beginning of the game, multi-strike and then death dance. Doesn't matter which runes you get, they are very viable, very nice. But later on I just came to realize that mutilate and commander's touch are probably some of the best skills in the game. One, for example, commander's touch, it doesn't has any special type of rune right here. This could be bad, but it works also good for us, because if there is no type in here, there is no fire, light, water or dark rune right here. What this means is that you don't get the debuff when you fight a specific boss. So there are no debuffs. If you have a boss that has like light resistance, dark resistance, fire resistance, then the damage of your skill will be reduced to 50%. If there is no debuff, so it means this skill will hit with all the max power that you guys have here. For example, 769%, that's what it will do, and that's it. You don't have no debuffs, so they are more practical. Another skill that I really liked, I got this before, 779% of JinWoo's attack, which is nice, but it's a dark rune. And then I got this one right here, and this one right here I didn't read what it was written here before, but now I did. It deals the damage 338% of JinWoo's attack as damage and 338% of JinWoo's max HP, and when this skill hits it resets the cooldown. So this skill can be used 2 times if you reduce the cooldown, if you have the chance, because you can only do this each 30 seconds. But I came to realize that I even have more HP than attack on Sun JinWoo. Of course, I'm a free-to-play player. I only spend like 10 euros, so really low spender. Only one time, and I never regret it because now I'm already on the end game, and you don't need it. Didn't really need that. This is a reroll account that I did, and I got really lucky on this account because I got many SSR characters on the beginning of the game. My first 10 pulls I got Emma, then each 30 to 40 pulls I got So, I got Choi, and so on, the Plum Sword, everything. So it is actually easy to get something in this game, which is nice, but of course you need to have luck, like to have these runes right here and get this RNG. The RNG is like this. So another skills that I would be talking about is this, the Death Dance and the wind one. Now of course I didn't test the other ones because I don't have them here. I also don't have them on other account, but there are some really crazy ones. For example, this one, the light one, it gives you, when this skill is used, increases the critical hit damage for 20% for 8 seconds. Of course, the problem is we don't have critical hit damage working, so yeah, it's a shame. And when the skill hits, resets the cooldown of commander's touch. So there are many skills that paired, they will be amazing. They will be like crazy. And once everything is working, I think the story mode that we have right now with crit damage, it will be a breeze. It will be really easy to finish everything that we have in the game. It will be very easy to farm artifacts because, dudes, crit damage is literally one of the most important things in other games. Like for example, Genshin Impact, you only build characters for crit rate and crit damage, and we are not critting, so we are not doing double damage anywhere. So all of this encore missions and everything that we are farming, we are lacking behind. We're lacking behind because we could be doing much more damage and we are not. So yeah, let me go back to the skills. Yeah, you get these skills right here. You deal HP, you deal 300% of JinWoo's HP, JinWoo's attack. Amazing. Resets. I'm looking like these skills are my favorite right now, and I really recommend it. Another thing that I always recommend is to use the shadow step before doing, for example, your ultimate, the mutilate, or even doing the shadow step and then using the scythe skill, because the scythe skill does a lot of damage. It slaps. Also the grimoire and the plum sword, they slap. So if you use the shadow step and then do this, amazing, you guys will be killing those mobs in a second. So another thing that I want to show you what it was the blessing stones. Now I got some blessing stones right here. I know you guys cannot control this and probably won't have the same blessing stones as me, but there are some really good blessing stones that are a must have. I know you guys cannot control it. Again, it's just RNG, pure luck, but there are some amazing ones I'm going to show you. Let's just go here to the codex, blessing stones, and where is it? One of them, pulverize. Yeah, this is crazy. Like if I have this, well, the power of the break effect you apply to enemies increased by 30%, and then the damage dealt by the break effect is also increased by 30%. Amazing, crazy. The double-edged sword, I just had it there. It's very nice, not the legendary one of course, but once it is legendary, it will give you 4% extra attack, and then you also the enemies will also get more 4% extra attack and stacking up to 4 times. So it's crazy. It is crazy. So 16% extra attack just like this. Of course, you need to dodge more. You need to be more aware of what you're doing, because otherwise you could get screwed. This one would be good if the crit rate would be working. The critical hit damage, because it gives you some crit rates, increases by 2% for 8 seconds when your attack hits, stacking up to 6 times. Whoa, this is crazy. 6 times, so 18, 3, whoa, 18%, right? Yes, 18%. That would be crazy. Other one, the mana. This is crazy because once you start battle, you already have full mana and you can just spam skills until the end. The other one, what is the dagger? This dagger right here. Now there are some other ones, but it is limited, the number of blessing stones that you can use. So these ones are the best ones, the attack ones, because this game is all on attack. You really don't level up HP or defense. No, you just go on attack until, at least until for now. So this one is very good because when attack an enemy who has 70% or less of their HP, the damage you deal increases by 14%. So you imagine you have one of these blessing stones, this one right here, 14%, and then put the other one, maybe get those extra percent, so around 20 to 30% extra attack just like that. So very nice, and we really need to take this in consideration and try to farm the most amount of rune fragments that you can, and also the blessing stone fragments of the powder that you can, because it is useful and it is crazy. Also, don't forget, if you get a double rune, you also can fuse them here and then maybe get a purple one, which they will be crazy, but again, it is RNG, it is pure luck, and it will be random. So guys, that was it for today. Another thing that I could show you is the army of channels. Wait a second. Yeah, I talked before about getting iron. Now I wouldn't recommend iron anymore because of the HP. It is good, many characters scale of HP, but the 2% attack from blades, it is not that much. But if you guys have like 100k, 200k attack power, then 3%, it does matter, and at the end, yeah, it is more worth it. I unlocked tank at the beginning because of the stun skill, which is useful. It is very useful and I like it, but the thing is, it is more of an early game. Now for late game, yeah, just go for blades. So if you guys already invest in the game and you're not that much of a free to play or a low spender, or spend a bit more, for me a low spender is someone who spends like 50 euros, maybe that's the maximum I would say. Of course, there are other people that low spender will be 500, but yeah, depending on which one. Then yeah, I will go for blades later game, or maybe at the beginning of the game, although it won't make a huge difference with 2%, it won't be that much. Another thing that I want to talk about is about the combat power, the CP, guys. Whenever you guys doing, let's show a chapter and you have this thing right here, these two swords, the CP is very, very important, because the total power of the team, it will be TP or CP, whatever, 159k, and you can see that my opponent has 169k, so that's the recommended attack power. One thing that you guys should know, if it is red right here, you guys won't crit, so you won't have crit rate. So all those bonus that should be stacking, you won't be able, even if it's just for 1 point. Let me see if I have another one. I can go further. Yeah, the thing is that I don't have another one, or maybe I can do this. I'm about to show. I'm gonna take a hunter away from here. Let me go, just go like this. Okay, now is red, what guys? When is red, yeah, you're screwed. It's literally the game is going against you, because when it's red, you don't crit. Also, your buffs don't apply as much as if it was white, and when it is green, you have like a 10% extra damage. I don't know if this right here. The thing is, this game doesn't show that much. We have to, as players, we really have to find out. We need to, those data miners and everyone that goes into the game files, and find all this information, and we need to try everything, because yeah, It is another access, early access, yeah, understandable, but there are many things in here that are not working as intended and kind of screwing us. But yeah, total power is very important. And another trick that you guys could have is, for example, here you need to level up these other weapons, guys. You need to level up these other weapons, and what you could be doing to improve your battle power or the CP. Oh, my game just froze. What you could be doing to improve the CP is to level up other hunters to level 20 or level 30. Oh, the game just screwed. But yeah, you guys should be leveling up other hunters also to level 20 or level 30. Why? Because then it will improve also your combat power. The thing is, we don't have gold, we don't have resources, and we cannot do this. Well, the game just frozen. So yeah, one more bug here in the game just happens, I'll say, as you guys see. But yeah, so this was it for the video. I'll just end it right here. Yeah, it is a shame that the game is as it is, but that was the best build for JinWoo for now on, at least for early access and until the global launch. So guys, thank you so much for watching once again. If you have any doubts or comments, just write them down below. Of course, if you have any suggestion, and if you guys think I forgot some information or you have anything else to add to this video, again, just write it down below and I will try to answer as fast as possible. And thank you so much for your support. You guys have been amazing. And happy gaming, have fun, don't waste so much time on this game, really just have fun and have a happy life. See you guys in the next video. Ciao, cheers.